Liam McNeeley, Indiana commit, 19 points to lead all scorers. Talk about it out there.
I mean, they had a really good first half, but we knew we'd just keep our head down, keep grinding every play. We were going to pull it out.
Was there anything different about the way you guys played in this game compared to usual Montverde, just go out there and blow somebody away?
I mean, we played them like 2 weeks ago, so we changed some actions that beat us last time, and they worked pretty good this time.
Okay, I noticed you kind of pulled out the full court press there a little bit towards the end of the second quarter. What went with that decision?
I mean, it just sped them up. They forced a couple turnovers. They beat it one time, but that was a mental lapse on our part. It shouldn't have happened.
Talk about the last minute of the game. It was up for grabs, and then you guys got up to that 7-point lead to pull away.
Well, I knew the whole time we were going to win. My faith never wavered. We just, as a team, we came together and played together.
And what can you draw from the action you've seen the last 3 days to get this team to win another national championship and another banner out there?
I mean, we obviously came short last year, but I think that was best for us because it's just made us so close as a team. We're brothers. We're going to do everything it takes to win this year.
Liam, you talk about missing out on it last year, and this game was one of those tough games back and forth. You played them 2 weeks ago. Did you expect this tough of a game?
I really didn't. They were hitting shots like crazy in the first half. They were like 14 for 25 from the field in the first half. So they were just shooting crazy. Hit a lot of threes. So it was closer than I expected.
And before the game, someone said, "Hey, I bet the Indiana guy's going to have a night." Is referring to last night wasn't your best night. But you didn't take a lot of shots. You only took 5, didn't hit those, but you didn't force anything. Come back tonight, and you're the leading scorer in the game. How big was it for you to hit that early 3?
I mean, I think that really got me going. With this much talent on our team and in our starting 6, I call it, it can be anyone's night on any given night. So I just keep that in mind. If I have a bad game the day before, I know a couple games later I'll make up for it.
And just not the 3, you would hit others, but your scoring came in a myriad of different ways. You were doing everything you could, some steals. And at the end of the game, you were really calling for the ball. Did you just feel like you're in that zone, you were in that rhythm?
I mean, late in the game, I just have supreme confidence in myself. It's just the work that I've done and faith in my teammates. So we've been in that situation before in practice and in games. We knew what it was going to take.
What does it mean to win this game, this championship of the Invitational at Montverde?
I mean,
I know it's not this national title, but this is still very important.
Montverde hasn't lost this tournament in like a long, long time, and homecoming's tomorrow, so it's kind of like our homecoming football, basketball game. But I mean, like you said, we just got one goal, and that's to win the national championship.
What is it like now knowing that you have played your last game in this building?
I mean, I thank the coaches for taking me on last year as a junior and just trusting me and getting me a lot better. This is the best decision I could have made to come here.
Playing with these guys that you've played with, Derek and Cooper and everybody out there, you talk about the talent, which is all the way down to the end, down to Lucas Lima. What does that do for you during practice? Because I know there's a lot of guys that don't always get to play, but they're talented as hell.
I mean, there were kids on the bench, my teammates on the bench tonight that didn't touch the floor, that will be in the NBA for a really long time. I mean, they grind every day in practice. They play their ass off every day in practice, and their work's going to show.
How does that help you in your game? What has that done for you?
I mean, it just raises the level of intensity every practice. We're all super competitive. We all want to win. And so just great talent, it just forces you to get better.
Thank you.
Real quickly on Indiana, when you say Indiana Hoosiers, it's like the same word as basketball because you think of it. And just talk about your decision, and when did you start thinking about Indiana? It was like a little kid decision because they're so famous as a basketball school.
So I had grown up watching Hoosiers. It was my grandfather's, my grandmother's, my mother's favorite, I think my favorite movie of all time. So I've watched it a million times. So I knew Hoosiers, I knew Indiana basketball, but they weren't really recruiting me super early. They came on in like my sophomore year recruiting me, and I mean it just took off from there. I formed great relationships with all those guys.
Did you have a favorite character in the movie Hoosiers?
Jimmy Chitwood for sure. It's everybody's.
How many times do you still watch it?
It was actually on in my house yesterday. I watched it yesterday.
So you want to get the ball on the swinging gate sometime?
I do.
There you go.
Do you want to visit Hinkle Fieldhouse?
Of course.
Good enough.
Thanks, Liam.
So thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the Big Ten.